Hello everyone. Today, Ayashi Goel from Corporate Law Journal invites you all to this channel. In today's session, we will talk about the report on social stock exchange. Before starting with the session, I would request you all to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for the regular updates on the corporate and commercial laws. Introduction to Social Stock Exchange. The working group was constituted by SEBI under the chairmanship of Shri Ishaq Hussain on 19 September 2019. It was to review and recommend the possible mechanisms to raise funds. SSE will help in ecosystem building by promoting and encouraging the institutions for financing the non-profit organizations. The main objectives of SSE are to serve the private and non-profit sector by channelizing the greater capital to them, to meet the UN mandated Sustainable Development Goals, to enable diverse channels to come together and represent the development in the social sector, listing of securities and other funding structures of NPOs, and to fill in the funding gaps. Before moving to the policy recommendations, it is important to know what are non-profit organizations and what are for-profit enterprises. So, non-profit organizations include societies, trusts, and not-for-profit companies. They must be registered under Section 12A of the Income Tax Act. They get tax deductions to its donor under Section 80G of the Income Tax Act. They face restrictions in issuing debts, and some funding instruments are Section 8 companies, that are the charitable companies, trusts and societies which work in accordance with the Companies Act 2013 and SCRA Act respectively. The funding structure of NPOs. SSE will enable the funding structure to NPOs, and intermediaries play an important role in reducing the transaction cost in raising funds. There are outcome funders whose presence in the funding structure will definitely increase the performance on the part of the intermediary as well as NPOs. SSEs provides a venue for standardizing and rationalizing the funding structure. Mutual funds and SVFs are preferred for risk investors. The attractive options for fundraising are mutual funds, pay for success structures, and grants in and grants out. What are for-profit enterprises? For-profit enterprises work for their own profit. FPEs would list equity on the SSE subject to the listing requirement. Listing requirements are laid down by the Securities Exchange Board of India. SSE will bring the reporting standard of all the FPEs that receive funding through AIF and SVF channel. It is to be ensured that only bona fide FPEs are associated with the SSE whose main objective is not to earn profit for themselves, rather to contribute in the social sector. Policy recommendations given by the working group. The main policy recommendation is to sustain and grow the flow of funds towards the social sector, and the recommendations are divided under three heads, that is the regulations, market making, and the tax policies. Regulations mainly aimed at smoothing the wrinkles in the regulations governing the flow of funds. Market making means the kick-starting activity of the social stock exchange, and tax policies aimed at reducing the tax compliances cost. So regulatory recommendations were given under CSR, SCRA, FCRA and AIF regulations of SEBI. SSE recommended to count towards CSR commitments of companies. MCA may authorize the trading of CSR between the companies. Expenditure on building making and zero coupon bonds are to be notified as security under SCRA. Clarifications were made in the Rule 4 of FCR Rules 2011, and the minimum ticket size and corpus requirement for SVFs was lowered. Market making. Market making ensures liquidity and participation at the initial stages. It is important to spread awareness for social enterprises to list in SSE. Rupees 100 crores was to be set as capacity building fund to create a capacity building. Tax policy. Charities aid foundations study tax regimes. SSE will ensure accountability, transparency, and periodic reporting of impact. Tax policy exempt investors from paying FTT for trades in SSE, exempt investors from paying CGT on long-term capital gains, allow investments made in instruments of NPOs listed on SSE, remove 10% cap on income eligible for deduction under Section 80G of the Income Tax Act, allow corporate to deduct CSR expenditure that goes to the SSE from their taxable income, allow the donors to claim 100% tax exemption for their donations, and allow first-time retail investors to avail 100% tax exemption on their investment in the mutual fund structure to an overall limit of rupees 1 lakh. SSE is a great initiative in COVID-19. It envisioned as one of the most possible solutions to this present pandemic. It will encourage the blended finance structures so that conventional capital can partner with the social capital to meet up the challenges of COVID-19. COVID-19 Aid Fund can be set up by SSE to activate the solutions. FPEs are working to repair the damage inflicted by COVID-19, and COVID-19 Aid Fund can also provide loans. Thank you.